there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. So as you guys can see, today I have this makeup tutorial going on for you guys. I did a full face from brows to eyes to face to contour to the lips. Okay, maybe not. Little story. I went to press record and I realized that I didn't put to record. So I know for a fact that I don't have a clip for when I applied my lipstick. But just so you guys know, I did use the ColourPop Feminist lippy stick, not a lippy pencil. I don't have the lippy pencil, so I had to only use the lippy stick. But what I did was I used this L'Oreal Paris eyeliner brush. It came with the eyeliner when I bought it a few years back, and I never toss these little brushes out because they come in handy for this. So what I did is just took out a little bit of the lipstick and I applied it as a lip liner, and then that's basically how I did that. But I decided to do this look because it's really not out of my comfort zone, because this is something that I will actually wear to go out. But I had the eyeshadow, and which is a ColourPop as well, and it's in the color Envy, and I had the lippy stick, which I haven't worn yet. And I just got this choker from Forever 21 today, and I was like, wait, hold up, I have to create this makeup look. So that's what I did. I came up with this kind of like smoky, edgy, yet sexy kind of makeup look. Please feel free to go ahead and use a nude or a pink or a red or whatever is in your color zone, but I'm really not afraid of color. I do whatever I want, whatever I please, whatever mood I'm in, and I just love the way this makeup look turned out. But enough with the ramble. If you guys want to go ahead and see how I created this edgy yet wearable makeup look, then you know what to do. Just keep watching this video. As always, we're gonna go ahead and start off by priming our eyes, and I'm using my e.l.f. eyelid primer, and I'm just gonna blend this in all over my lid. This is gonna help prolong the wear of the eyeshadow, and it's just gonna make it last longer. Now I'm going in with this kind of like orangey warm tone eyeshadow. This is by Morphe. It's a matte eyeshadow. I'll make sure to list everything down below for you guys because I don't have the shadows in hand, so I'll make sure to list all the numbers or colors down below. And I'm applying that on my crease with a fluffy brush by Sigma. I'm also gonna list everything. Again, everything used in this video will be listed down below. Now I'm going in with just a darker tone, kind of like a taupey true brown eyeshadow, and I'm applying this directly on my crease, a little bit under that orangey tone shade that we applied. And I'm applying that with a smaller, denser brush because I don't want it to go over the orangey shadow. And I'm going back in with a Sigma brush and just blend that out. Now I'm going in with a darker brown, which is like more of a chocolate, like a muted chocolate brown. Again, these are all by Morphe, and I'm applying this with a crease brush by Sigma, and I'm just gonna blend that, like I said, directly into my crease. I want the colors to transit into each other, not transit, that's a word. I want the colors to blend into each other. I want lighter and then darker and then darker and then darkest. Like that's just how I like to build my colors. And now for my lid color, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Envy eyeshadow by ColourPop. I'm applying this with a synthetic brush on my lid for now, but then I'm gonna go in with my finger because I want to build the intensity of the eyeshadow. I don't want to go straight into the darkest color, like the darkest pigment that I can get out of this eyeshadow, because it is hard to clean up dark shadows. Like you'd rather go lighter and then darker. Like you want to intensify the color as you go on with your eye look. You don't want to go from dark to then to try to lighten it up, because that's just gonna create a big fat mess. So like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the eyeshadow with a synthetic brush, and then I'm gonna blend off the edges, because you don't only want a nice blended shadow, but you also don't want any harsh lines. Obviously, that's why we blend. So as I mentioned to you guys, I'm gonna build up the intensity of this eyeshadow by using my finger, because I feel like when you use your fingertips, you get the best pigmentation out of anything. A blush, an eyeshadow, even a foundation. Like I feel like it just blends nicely because the warmth of your fingers just like melts the product into your skin. So I did intensify the eyeshadow look with my fingers, and then I went back into with the brushes and just blend out any harsh lines, because like I said, we don't want any harsh lines, especially for this dark eyeshadow look. Now I'm going in with the Maybelline and just wing it out, and then I'm gonna pop on my Ardell lashes, the wispies. And I was having a little bit of trouble here. The lash got stuck to the tweezer, so I had a little kind of like difficulty with my eyelashes, but I'll pull through. So I just pop those on. And make sure you also add a coat of mascara before you apply lashes. You want your lashes to blend to your natural lashes as much as you can. And now I'm going in with this Wet n Wild eyeshadow. It's a really nice cream color, and I just use this for right under my eyebrows for a little bit of a nice brow bone highlight. And then we're going to peel off the tape, and it's going to give you the beautiful sharp look that you want for this kind of eyeshadow look. You can do whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. You can round off the edge, but I just like it a little more dramatic, so I decided to go on for the tape. Now I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows using my Maybelline brow pencil. Again, I'll make sure to list everything down below for you guys. I don't remember the name or the color. And I just fill that in, and then I go in with my spoolie brush and just blend it out. I like to work and blend, work and blend. That's just what I do all the time. Now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics brow trio powdered stuff, and I'm using the darker shadow color, not the cream one, the shadow color, and just apply that to the tail of my brows to give it a little more definition. For my face, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face with my L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer, and then I'm going in with this Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, which I have been loving. I think the color is 220. Just check the description below to see the color. This actually matches to the T with my complexion. And I'm gonna just buff that in with my beauty blender, a damped beauty blender. I feel like when the beauty blender is damped, it just works best. And I say this because I have used my beauty blender dry. Like, I've been in the predicament when I don't have any water to dampen up my beauty blender, so I just use it dry, which still works amazingly, but I like it better damped. Now I'm going in with this Boo Boo Cover Up Concealer, and I'm just applying a tad bit under my eyes. A little bit goes a long way with this concealer, you guys. It goes like a really long way. So I'm just going to blend that a little bit with my fingers under my eyes, and then I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and just blend it out. I just love the way the beauty blender blends foundation, anything cream. It just blends it flawlessly. Like, it just like melts it into the skin. And now I'm going to use my Maybelline Magic Lumi to highlight. Of course, regular spots down the bridge of my nose, between my brows, Cupid's bow, a little bit under my concealer, under my eyes, and on my chin. And I'm just going back in to blend that in with my beauty blender. I also added a little bit to my smile lines because those tend to get a little dark, and I just don't want that kind of shadow around my mouth. Now, to set my under eye concealer, I'm using my e.l.f. HD powder, and I'm just going to apply a little bit under my eyes to set that concealer that I use. To counter, I'm going in with the FUNNNN shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the original light kit. And I'm just going to use that to carve out my brow bones. Use that to carve out my cheekbones, not my brow bones, my cheekbones. And I'm using Morphe contour brush. I really do like this brush. It's nice and small to fit my tiny little face, and I just like to contour with that. And I'm also gonna go in with a little more precise brush, also smaller to contour my nose. To bronze up the face, I'm going back in with my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm using the other two shades, which are Java and Havana. They're a little warmer than Fawn. I like to contour with Fawn because it has more of a grayish undertone, which I like for shadowing. And then to just bronze up my face, I go in with the other two warmer shades. I just mix them a little bit together and just apply that above my contour and in the perimeters of my face, around my forehead, my neck. You want to make sure you blend everything together on my jawline. You don't want any harsh lines, so make sure to always blend. Now I'm going in with this vanilla shade to just clean up the contour a little bit. I just want it to look a little more intense and a little more precise because I do have a lot going on in my eyes, and I'm also going to do a dark lip, so I just decided to go all out, and I just want my contour to be nice and sculpted. Like, I just want it to be nice and fierce. Then I'm going to go in with a large dual fiber brush and just blend everything together on my face. I don't want, again, any harsh lines. Like, those are not fun. They're not my friends. Now I'm going in with this Physicians Formula highlighter. This is in the color Miami Strip, and I'm using the first three colors in the little palette, which I absolutely adore. I've been so obsessed with the highlight. As you guys can see, it's such a nice subtle highlight, but it's like so beautiful. And I like to apply this before my blush because I feel like it makes me glow from within, opposed to applying the highlighter on top of the blush, and it just looks like it's sitting there. So again, I'm just gonna apply that in the highest points of my face, my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. Now for blush, don't make fun of my brush. It's just like broke. I'm applying a Bobbi Brown blush. I believe it's in the color Desert Rose. And I'm just going to apply that to my cheekbones. and blend it back. Not my cheekbones, I'm sorry, my cheeks. And I'm just gonna blend it back. And just go back in with that same large dual fiber brush to blend all the powders together. To finish off my lower lash line, I'm going in with the L'Oreal liquid eyeliner. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. And I'm gonna tie line and run this on my lower lash line and a little bit under, because I'm gonna smudge it with this Sigma pencil brush. I just want to smudge it because I want the whole look to be dark and smoky and just like sexy looking. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm going back in with the same crease brush and those other two eyeshadows that we used on our crease. And I'm gonna pop a little bit of the Envy eyeshadow again as close as I can to my lower lash line. So that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed what I brought for you guys today. And don't forget to also hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys on my next video. Ciao.